In the last video, I deleted a bunch of stuff in the back seat area. We're going to continue with that theme. In this video, we're going to delete a bunch of stuff from the trunk area. I'm also going to weigh some things that were deleted from the engine bay. Speaking of the engine bay, let's start with that. In another video, I deleted the secondary air pump and the windshield washer tank. I weighed these items along with a bottle of windshield washer fluid because who drives around with an empty washer tank? Also, I deleted the clutch fan, so I weighed that as well. Alright, time to get the junk out of the trunk. The easiest things to remove are the jack and the spare tire cover. So let's take care of those first. I'm using the same method I used to weigh things in the last video. I weigh myself, then I pick up an item and weigh myself while I'm holding it. Then I subtract my weight and that gives me the weight of the item. I have to do this because some things are too light to register on my bathroom scale. Okay, moving on. There are plastic trays on either side of the trunk. I took them out. I wonder how that got in there. Next, I removed the trunk carpet. It was held in by some plastic rivets. You can pop them out with a trim tool or a small screwdriver. Also, the edges of the carpet are tucked behind the trim pieces and stuff, so you'll need to work them loose. And we can't forget about the emergency fuel door opener. The little handle on the end can pop loose so you can feed it through the carpet. Now we can remove the carpet. Don't forget to reinstall the handle on the emergency fuel door opener. After the carpet is removed, you'll see some sound deadening material on the wheel wells. This is the same crayon smelling stuff that was under the back seat. I'm going to remove that as well. Next, I'm going to remove the plastic trim piece at the back of the trunk. It has some plastic rivets along the bottom and some screws along the top. I tried using PB Blaster to make the rivets come out easier, but I'm not sure if it helped. The screws have little plastic caps on them. You'll need to pry the caps off with a pick or a small screwdriver. The screws are Phillips head. The edges of the trim piece are tucked under the taillight bulb holders, so I had to pop those loose to make room for the trim panel to come out. There was some kind of bracket attached to the back of the trunk with a wing nut. I'm not sure what it's for, but I'm going to remove it. Let's move on to the trunk lid. First, I'll remove the toolkit. There are a couple Phillips head screws holding the bottom. They're camouflaged to look like the trunk carpet. Then you undo the thumb screw on top and the whole thing slides out. The carpet for the trunk lid is held in place with plastic rivets. You can pop them loose with a screwdriver or a trim tool. Then the carpet comes off. Now it's looking pretty empty back here. Deleting all the stuff in the trunk and a couple things from the engine removed 78.4 pounds from the car. You may notice I didn't remove the audio amplifier. I'll do a separate video on deleting the stereo system, and I'll include the amplifier in that video. So basically the back half of the car is stripped out. Now we need to work on the rest of the car. I've already mentioned removing the stereo system, but I also plan to delete the sunroof, the air conditioning, and the rest of the interior. We'll be doing that very soon. See you next time.